Hey, we're here and we're taking some time out to, I guess you could say, answer your comments or talk about your
comments.
Or talk about comments.
In the past few weeks, we've gotten quite a few. Comments. Some good, some not so good. To be honest.
But yeah, we've been meaning to get back to talk about your comments because we've been like super busy and everything's and
semester started back up again, and life.
But let's start off with this comment here. This was from a while back. And the reason I bring this up is because I talked about this last week at MouseCon about how someone basically asked about, and this is actually on our previous MouseCon video, and they basically from Adam 323, he asked which MouseCon is better, Bakersfield or Concord.
Well, we are not exactly qualified to answer that question, as the only MouseCon we have ever been to were in Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, yeah.
So,
in fact, you didn't even know there was one in Concord.
Yeah, I've never heard of them because the only ones I ever see advertised are Bakersfield MouseCon coming to the Kern County Fairgrounds. I've never seen any other MouseCons advertised, so I don't know which one's better.
Yeah, we don't know.
If one of you has been to both Bakersfield and Concord, and you would love to respond to Adam here, go to the MouseCon video, and you can respond to him.
Yeah, I do know my friend went to the Concord one, and they really liked it. They really enjoyed it. Maybe this is a way for us to head on up to Concord to just check this MouseCon on Concord.
Travel by nature year 4 activities, I see.
This one we got today. Let me go to the one we just got today. This one put a smile on your face. This one is from Marco Castillo 7111.
Yeah. And you go ahead and read that.
This was based on our Blue Table video that we just put out.
So Marco comments, I'm a local and I discovered your guys' channel last night. LOL. Love it. I will be trying some of the spots you guys go to that I've never tried yet. I would also like to recommend you guys good eats here in Bakersfield too. Keep up the good content. P.S. Rolls and Grill on Ming is very good for their beef pho.
We will be there.
I like to ask for a side of chili oil to add to my soup. Add as you go, just in case you don't want it to get too spicy. That is the only thing I get from there, but everything else looks very good too.
So it looks like we have a new restaurant to put it.
Yeah, so next week, expect a video from us over at Rolls and Grill on Ming Avenue.
But we really appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. That's one of the reasons why we do this, is because a lot of people are like, wow, we caught your channel, we see your videos, we love them, we're going to try. And when we hear that you're going to go to a place that we've been to, that just brings smiles to our hearts.
Our channel has a purpose.
Let me scroll down for a little bit and go to. Let's go to this one. This was from the Dixiecrat Democrat. This was when we said goodbye to Cubbies. And he basically says, I would literally travel from Orange County to Bakersfield for pizza at Cubbies and the prime rib at Hunter's Steakhouse, which we should actually go do a video there.
Yeah,
it's kind of a chain. But still, someone like.
Oh yeah, we went to In-N-Out for goodness sake, and that's a huge chain. So who knows? Maybe Hungry Hunter will be on our bucket list.
That's quite a drive. It's Orange County's a long way.
Yeah, that's about like
3 hours at least.
Dang.
3 hours. If you catch it just right, in the evening when there's no traffic from Orange County to Bakersfield, you probably do it in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But that's nonstop driving. But that's that's kind of dedication. That's actually how good the pizza was.
Oh yeah.
At Cubbies, we were really sad to see it go. Let's talk about one of our favorite viewers, Senior Freeze 38.
Ah yes, one of our longest, most loyal viewers. This is probably the guy who we have by far the most comments from.
He talks about the patio when we went. There was a food truck spot, and he basically said that potato thing looks super good. It was.
Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, so at the patio, it was this little food truck plaza over on Rosedale Highway. They had one truck there called, what was it, Keep on Rolling or something like that. If you go to the video, it has the logo there. But they sold these spiral potatoes.
Yeah.
And then the one we got, they had a couple different kinds, but the one we got, it was covered in nacho cheese and hot Cheeto dust.
Oh.
And it was
surprisingly good.
Very good.
I mean, I can't say
I
mean,
I know you're not one much for the nacho cheese and hot Cheetos
I'm not,
trend, but
it was good. And it was funny because we looked at it and we were like, that was pretty good. So it's interesting. But that spiral potato, I mean, you were like, that looks so good. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. Let's move on to another comment. This one's key. This one's from Almighty Torah.
Ah, yes. This was on the video we did a while back after Camelot Park originally closed, just about 8-ish months ago.
Yeah.
It was sometime last summer. And we recorded a video outside there just talking about Camelot, the video we did there, the times we'd been there, and if there were any possible future for the facility. And luckily, Camelot is back.
It's renamed.
Just in a different, run by a different company now.
And basically the Almighty Torah basically says, hopefully you'll visit MB2 Entertainment. The new place when it opens soon. Yes, we do plan on going there. What we're waiting for is for the sun to come out.
Yeah. And they actually did just open sometime about last week. They had their grand opening on January 27th. And unfortunately, we were too busy that day to go check it out.
Yeah.
And also the weather here, not just in Bakersfield, but also in California as a whole, is
pretty
not
bad.
ideal right now. I'll talk about an atmospheric river.
Yeah, hopefully you're all doing okay. You can see we're doing fine. But yeah, we want to go basically when it's dried out, when we can go play some golf, drive the cars, do the batting cages when basically the sun's coming up. I don't know how long that'll be, but still, we do plan on going there. I mean, we're going to do a video there as soon as we get a chance. We might even do a live stream there. Something.
Ooh, that could be a 3rd anniversary video.
Maybe.
Think about it.
Let's go to Bake Shots. We got some good comments from our Bake Shots video. This woman, I love this, Little Cuddle Princess, who said, those wings look really good. Pool is always fun. Yes, those wings were good.
I agree with both statements. They were indeed very delicious.
And we don't go, when we go play pool or billiards, we just go to kind of just screw around.
I mean, yeah, if you have watched the video, you can probably pull from that video that we're not very good.
That one shot I made, that was a miracle shot.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I left the time, I didn't even know I made it.
I'll tell you, half the time I make a good shot in pool, it was an accident.
Yes, it was. And then we got some comments from my good friend Patricia Tone, who said, but her first comment is, that pizza was good as F. Yes, it was.
It was.
I mean, it's crazy because when you order a pizza, I guess when you order pizza, we were there to play pool. We weren't really there to eat pizza. But we got some pizza because it was part of the deal that we got.
Yeah, because they had the daily special that had the pizza, wings, and the wedges. And so we decided, that'd be a good thing to get alongside playing the pool.
Yeah. And we were like, I had zero expectations. I was wrong. That pizza was really good.
It was.
I mean, trust me, I've had bad pizza. I've had some mediocre pizza. Lately, we have had really good pizza. But she also goes on to another comment. She says, we played pool all the time growing up at my cousin's house. They didn't like for the kids to play much. Yeah, I think because you get those
if you get a heated argument, then everybody's got a big stick in hand. It's not really that's kind of a recipe for disaster right there.
It kind of is.
Like one missed shot later, and then now somebody's in the ER. never know what can happen.
Yeah, I mean, kids will use those things as swords, as spears, as lances, and as here we poke your eye out.
It's like, oh, let's have a sword fight. Oh, now the window's broken.
Plus, if you do try to make a shot, it's always the kid that is the one that misses and puts a big old rip in the pool table. You're like,
yeah.
And you're like, how'd that get there? I don't know. I know, I'm not talking from experience.
Anyway.
Oh, I forgot. The little Cuddle Princess also put another thing on for the patio. Biscuits and gravy. Big old heart.
Oh, yes.
That looked real good.
Biscuits and gravy is, in general, another go-to food. Pretty much good every place you get it, but the roller grills, that was the place we went to at the patio.
Yeah. By the way, the gal at the roller grills is using our videos for promotion. I'm actually pretty happy about it. She asked for permission, and I said, yeah, sure, if you whatever, because we're like, yeah, if you want to use our videos to promote your stuff, we're go for it. Yeah, I
mean, it's your food. We were eating.
Yeah,
you're entitled to use our video.
And she said, well, I'll make sure that everybody gets directed to your video for the one. Thank you very much. From our Chinatown buffet video, it's from Spellgo. He said, now I need to make a visit to Chinatown buffet. It has been a long time since I've last gone there. That's kind of shocking because that food. First of all, that place is always busy.
Oh yeah,
just about. I mean,
pretty much every time you go there, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, whether you're going for lunch or you're going for dinner. It's always got quite a big amount of people.
Oh, yeah, and the food there is pretty good. I mean, and that's the thing about what we said in the video. The thing with the buffet is, because there were a couple things there that I tried that I wasn't too.
That's what happens with buffets.
Excuse me.
You got plenty of stuff you like, plenty of stuff
I sneezed
you don't like.
I sneezed too. No, but the thing about a buffet is that you can. I'm gonna wipe my hand on my pants here. Is that you can try stuff you've never tried before, and if you like it, great. You go back and get more. If you don't like it, you tried it.
Whatever.
Leave it on the plate.
You paid a flat price for everything.
Yeah, it's not. If you go back and get something you do like, it's not like you're missing out on anything. It's like kind of like when little kids try broccoli for the first time. It's like, I don't want it. Try it. I'll give you I'll give you something else. Okay. Here's from my short. It says, what happened to all the cashiers? This is from Roger Go 7 on. I'm gonna see if I can get off with that. See if I can get it. It says I agree. Example, near where I live, Walmart used to have about 25 registers in one section for self-checkout. Now only 5 registers, which are always closed, and about 40 self-checkout. Same price, which they increased, and no human contact.
Yeah, it's a sad state in the retail world. Day by day, less in-person cashiers and more and more self-checkout.
My whole thing is that, I think self-checkout's good if you're buying a few items. Because you can just scan it, put it in the bag,
not if you're doing a whole grocery trip, and then you're just trying to, get on with it, and then you keep getting the weights doesn't match up in the bagging area.
Yeah.
Or you have to scan an item 10 different times just for it to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
That's the downsides of advancing technology.
Yeah. To our radio sandwich shop video. Some of these videos have been out for a while. In fact, people have been watching them. He said, I love your comments because you are truthful. And my B niece, it's a B niece, has done a great job. I'm proud of her. Yeah, she's done a great job. Those sandwiches we had there, we actually went back.
Yeah, so we originally did a video there last summer, I want to say. And I remember the sandwich I got then was really good. I think it was a sausage sandwich and it had broccoli and marinara sauce on
Yeah,
it.
it was good.
It was delicious. But then, just about
A couple months ago, I think.
yeah, a couple months back, we went for one of the Index pop-up bookstore events they were having out on the sidewalk there. And we went inside, ordered a couple sandwiches. I think this time I think it was called the Muff. And this sandwich was probably about...
It was big.
Big?
It covered your face.
Oh, yeah. That was a giant sandwich, just stacks of meat and cheese and all you could want in a sandwich.
And I got something called, I think it was called a jelly egg slutwich.
Yeah.
Which was, that's actually what it was called, a slutwich.
Yeah, they got some interesting names over at the radio sandwich.
It was an egg sandwich with some caramelized onions, and it was just so, it's probably the best sandwich I've had, I want to say ever. I
wouldn't be lying, you know.
I wouldn't be either. I mean, she does a fantastic job. Oh my God, Miriam does a fantastic job. My only wish is that they clean up the area so that she can get more business.
Yeah.
Because, but yeah. Senior Freeze comes back to us talking about the Bakersfield Esports Center. He says, always wanted to check that place out. Thanks for showing it off. That place was fun.
It was.
That place was a lot
I
of fun.
honestly wasn't too sure what to expect when we went in there. Because I knew it was a gaming venue and had online gaming. But I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. But it was really neat. They had just rows of computers and they had headsets and you could get a controller. And it was cool. You got to pay by the hour to play a wide selection of different video games they have on there.
There were some people there that were like serious gamers. They were like, I dared not speak too loudly because I didn't want to get chewed out by the guy on the other side of me.
Yeah.
Who was in like a serious battle for something.
And I'll be honest, it was interesting because it was all primarily PC gaming. And for my entire life, I've only ever done console, so there were a couple games there where it was kind of hard for me to play because, I'd never used the PC controls, but, fun experience.
So let's go to another short we did called Kind of Snazzy. And
that was one where we were at Kohl's and we were looking around their Christmas section and they had this one blazer that was all Christmas themed. And of course I tried it on.
So Ethan Swain 09 says, LOL looks cool, but it's a little late. A little too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a funny story with that. And the funny story is that I was using, I used Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, to edit everything. Edit everything. And they had I guess you could say a template for YouTube Shorts. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use this template. Well, for some reason, when I used the template, when I used that template, it wasn't going into the Shorts feed for YouTube. And I couldn't figure out why. And so all of a sudden, I went back to the way I originally did the Shorts. And all of a sudden, bang! It all of a sudden fed into the YouTube Shorts feed. Some things that I discovered, and I now know what to do. So I thought, I know it's a little late, but this was a really funny video, and I thought I got to re-release it into the Shorts feed. And yeah, it's a really good play, and I knew it was going to be a little late, but it's one of the funniest things we'd ever done. With those cut jackets. I wish I could have bought one. I mean, I just wasn't able to do one at the time. Let's go to our Salmon Ballpark. This was one we did a while back. Yeah, a while back. Joe Ball 13 said, I moved to Bakersfield for 2 years in high school and played on the Bakersfield Senior League team that practiced right next door to the Blaze, the old team. I always remember getting foul balls during practice coming over from their games. The good old days. Yeah, why do we explain? There is a
minor league team here in Bakersfield. Now they're the Train Robbers, but in his comment he referenced the Blaze. That was Bakersfield's minor league team before there was some change in the affiliate or whatever.
Yeah.
And now the team they have now, the Train Robbers, is part of the Pecos League, which I think is just California,
Right.
I believe.
The interesting thing is they put Sandlin Ballpark in a spot where it's really odd.
Oh yeah.
Because now let me say, because they have, if you drive it, first of all, it's right next to the big the Kern County Museum, and then on one side you also have the Bakersfield batting cages. Then you go down and you'll see the Sandlin Ballpark to the right, and then if you keep going, there are like peppered all these Little League diamonds, all on the side of it, behind it, all this other stuff for Northwest Baseball here in Bakersfield. So when he talks about he used to be able to get foul balls, it was because he's probably in practice and a foul ball from the game comes flying over onto the field while they're practicing. It's just the weirdest thing that they would have all of these Little League diamonds right next. I mean, I guess it's not too weird, but I mean, you played there. I coached there.
Oh yeah, that was about 12 years ago.
Yeah, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's talk for our handles and crumble cookie. Patrick Shanahan, 1198 says, "Love the review of the car." Handles is always good.
Okay, well, we originally did not intend on doing that little review in the car that we ended up doing. The reason we had to do that was Handles was super busy when we went, and there was no seating outside, and it was also at night, so it was very dark. So we were left with really no other choice but to do it in the car.
There was no place. That was one of the things we mentioned in the video. It's like there's no place to sit. It's like you don't have a place in Crumble Cookie to sit down and eat and You don't have a place. I mean, they did have some benches and a couple chairs.
Yeah, those mostly just for
people who are waiting. Your ice cream. And there's no place to sit down and enjoy the ice cream. So and we even joked with the gal. We're like, "Is there a place for us to sit down?" No. Says, "I guess we'll have to go eat these in the car." She's like, "Yeah, most people do that." And so we're like, "Okay, let's just do the review here."
Really, do what you gotta do.
But it's one of those things where you have to pivot. To basically, I mean, we could have said, "Oh, we don't have a place to do this. So let's just, No, we were like, let's go to the car and do the video in the car." And luckily, the camera stayed there. It didn't fall over. From our and he also
Patrick Express.
Patrick Shanahan 1190. It also says the food looks good. Have you guys ever gone to a place that you didn't like the food? I think it could be cool if you guys went to a place that had the worst reviews and saw if it was really bad or not. That's a great idea. We've been talking about that because I know that there's another channel he goes to, like 1-star Yelp.
Yeah, where he goes and tests these Yelp reviews to see if they're accurate.
Yeah.
And so maybe we'll start looking that up. Change the Google search from best restaurants in Bakersfield to worst restaurants in Bakersfield.
The funny thing is that I would say all of the restaurants we go to are recommended to us. People are, "You got to try this out."
Either we've got them from your comments or from Facebook or Instagram, or just stuff we've seen or heard good things about.
Other people come, "You check this place out." "Oh, we haven't gone there. You should go play." And the only place where we've actually had, I would say, bad food or like the typical fast food chains. It's like, I mean, I talk all day long about the really, really bad pizza we got from Papa John's. From Papa John's.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, it was horrible.
I think that was probably the first and last
That's
time
how we
ever had
Papa John's. Yeah. I mean, but usually, I mean, we do a couple things. One is we like to stick to restaurants that are not chains or big, except for the one where we did for In-N-Out because someone.
But that was because we had a comment saying,
asked us
"Have you guys ever checked out In-N-Out?"
And then we come to find out that they serve animal style burgers. And we're like, we've never had that before. Let's try that. And the other thing is that we've gone to places where overall the food was good, but there was something there that we didn't like. I remember we went to the Golden Ox, and the food was good, but the onion rings were
rings were
real subpar.
All right. I mean, everything else they had was excellent. Whether it was the California burger, the
fried
fries,
chicken, the southern fried chicken. Madison had the fish and chips. The French fries were great, but something about and I don't blame the Golden Ox for that. I blame the distributor.
Yeah.
Because they were dry and they just
didn't hit right.
They didn't hit right. And so we've always gone. There were times where we went to La Mina and you had the menudo.
I don't know if it was necessarily the menudo that wasn't particularly good, but maybe it just wasn't for me. I mean, I'm probably gonna try menudo at some other Mexican restaurant we go to one of these days. But La Mina, it didn't work for me.
For our short, that was so cool, which I misspelled. Wasn't intentional.
That was so
cool. Yeah, that was that for short was actually from one of our original videos from Tepinado out in
that was our second ever restaurant video.
Yeah.
From our Disney World trip back in 2021, and that was our second restaurant video. And to date we have over 140.
Yeah.
So it was a long time ago.
But see what I can say this week. Send me 242. Said he didn't light it on fire? No, he didn't light it on fire.
Yeah. So what they're talking about there is in the short, it was the hibachi chef was doing one of the little tricks with the onions where he stacks the different layers on top. He poured the oil in, and then set it on fire.
A little bit of water and
then now it's the old volcano that's steaming.
Yeah.
And no, unfortunately, he did not set it
on fire. But he was great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He was so much fun. Japanese Jenga. He was a lot of fun. But yeah, he didn't let it fight. I was kind of surprised a little bit, but that does, it was his show. And it was a nice choo-choo train with the squash. Mr. Seelingson, Mr. Gilberto 83. Make sure I get that. From our King Leo's Pizza, he says, "Thank you for creating and sharing your video. That pizza looks delicious." That pizza was delicious.
It was. It's not just the pizza. We also had
the wings and the wedges,
and they were all delicious.
Oh my gosh! And like I said, when we said we were so happy King Leo's reopened.
Mm-hmm.
But that was those are people ask us what are some of the best what are the best wings you've ever eaten? I couldn't tell you because King Leo's has good wings. We were just at the Bakersfield Pizza Company again.
They have great,
excellent wings. Where's some of the other places? I mean,
K Wings.
They were really good.
Stupid Wings.
Oh, they were good. Just basically everybody. I mean, they have good wings. Mm-hmm. We can't pick just one. It's like people say, "What's the best pizza you've ever eaten?" That's a hard question.
There's too many good choices.
Yeah. I mean,
Cataldo, Slice of Italy, King Leo's,
Woodstone. Mm-hmm. I mean, the list could go. Cataldo.
Could theoretically go forever.
I mean, and I think we're going to go. I think we're going to go to a couple places where we didn't have pizza. There's a couple of restaurants where we didn't have pizza. We might go back just to have their pizza. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's it's hard for us to pick one because there's always something there that we really loved.
Mm-hmm. Because each pizza place offers their own unique take on pizza, and it's so good.
It is really good. Let's end with this one. This was Condors hockey game that just happened. Mm-hmm. Rico the Chico 1000. I love this.
What a name.
Can't believe it went to overtime. Yeah, we couldn't believe it either.
Oh, yeah.
And we were happy as hell.
Yeah, no, that was a really great game again. Incredibly enhanced by how close we were to the ice. We were only 4 rows back from the very front, and that game was
was so good. And luckily, but the Condors have been playing really well this year, and we've always been. It's like Condors hockey. It's just like we need to go to a game. Yeah, let's see if we can find time to go to a game. And then of course our lives are getting busy.
Yeah.
And we're always trying to find somebody. But my gosh, I don't remember a time when we ever went to a Condors hockey game that went to overtime.
Let me think.
I don't remember.
Because I know the other one we went to for the channel, that one didn't go to overtime.
No.
Yeah, I don't think this one's ever gone to overtime before either.
And I don't think we were set so close to the ice either.
I remember for a while there, we would always sit up on the upper deck because that's where you get the really cheap seats. And then we sat. It was somewhere on the lower deck, a little farther back. That was when we went to see it again a couple of years ago. And then this time, absolutely incredible being so close to the game.
Yeah, that's just a different experience sitting that close. But, Logan, as I like to say, as we close this out, if they want to check us out anywhere else, where would they go?
Yeah, if you want to find all the links to our social media, you can find them at withkoji.com/@travelbynature. Then you can find links to our podcasts, our Twitter pages, our TikTok, Instagram, and we also have an Ask Me Anything tab and a tip jar, if you're so generous.
Yep, and if you want to help out the channel,
you can hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share to your friends.
Share it to your friends, leave us a comment, it makes us smile just like these did. What else can they do?
Yeah, if you really like our videos, you can join our channel. Where you would do that is on the homepage of our channel, right next to the subscribe button. We have 3 tiers, one $4.99, one $7.99, and one $9.99. So if you love our content, you can help us out there.
Yeah, and anything you donate to the channel goes right back to the channel.
Yep.
Before we go, I've mentioned my friend Patricia Tone. She also has a channel. She does some great commentary about being a rideshare driver, which can be so funny.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and a lot of the times I kind of agree with her because of some of the things, but she puts out some really good content. You should go check her out over there. It's
I think it's at Filmmaker Tone, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or just go to the little thing at Patricia Tone. I think that's her channel over there. It'll be up on. But I mean, oh my gosh! Other than that, what she'll probably do is just like send me a little note, say, "Goose, this is my channel." Send people here, and I will. But she puts out some really good content. Some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time. But after we've read your comments here, keep sending them into us. I'm Goose.
I'm Logan.
This is Travel by Nature. Thank you for watching.